Hello, I'm Julie, and today I'm going to be getting creative with floral stickers and showing you how you can make some standout spreads in your happy planner or your journal. I'll mainly be using these older sticker books from Love Posh and talking about Jessica's new release, which is great for anyone who missed out on these 4 years ago or who just loves floral stickers. I do hope if you're shopping today, you'll consider using my affiliate link, which helps out my channel at no extra cost to you. And remember, you can save 10% on individual items with my code Julie10. For this one, I'm using some undated pages from a classic vertical happy planner. If you are a functional planner as well as a decorative planner, then don't worry, because I always believe in leaving room for function as well as decoration on your planner page. So for this first spread, I'm going to section off the centre, something I do quite a lot when I use this layout. And that means I will still have all the boxes in the top and bottom for function, but I can have something really striking in the centre of my spread. This is some Love Posh washi tape. I thought I would go with black to contrast with the colour that I'm going to use. I'm using some alphabet stickers from Functionally Noir, and I'm going to spell out Live, Love, Bloom. I've put them on the ruler because that allows me to make sure I get them centrally on the page. So I think that's about in the middle. Doesn't matter, they're a little bit higher. I'm more bothered about whether I've got them placed centrally in the box. I did use my Uniball Signo to white out the lines. The other good thing about the ruler trick is you can take time to position the letters and try and get them evenly spaced before you put them down. So I'm going to have Live, Love, Bloom, and I think I'm going to have the bloom in the middle rather than here. So I'm just going to check roughly where I need to put this. So that's about halfway up the ruler. So it's about halfway up the washi. I think that's right. Pretty happy with that. As a perfectionist, I can be really fussy about things lining up. So now we need to add a little bit of colour to this spread. First, I was going to use just one colour, but now I'm thinking about using different colour florals to make the middle really pop. Now the question is, do I want to do the IEEBEE with the florals or just scatter them randomly? These are from the orange book but have a red and a pink, so I don't really want too much of the leaf, so I'm going to do that. And then I want the flowers contained in the centre rather than overlapping, although there's no reason why you can't do that. I could have cut the flower before I put it down. Sometimes I do that, so I may do that for some of these. does not seem to want to come up. I'm not sure why. There we go. You do run the risk of tearing the paper if you remove parts afterwards. So generally, like I've just done, but generally I cut the flower before I stick it down. So I'll show you an example of that. So what I do is grab the flower, have a little look about where I want to cut it, and this one I'm going to cut at a little 90-degree angle. I do need to use sharper scissors. And there you go. I'm going to pick a more orangey floral now. I know there is a lot of green, but I think that's going to be fairly unavoidable. So we'll add this one here and the other half at the top. Need a bit of trimming down, I think. So I think I'm going to have the yellow on this side and then the other 4 colours, as we've got 4 boxes on that page. So for yellow, I don't know if I've got any yellow in any of these functionally chic sticker books. The reason I picked some of these colours is because they did have different colours within them. So I have got these purple and yellow. So I don't know if I could make use of maybe some of these, or whether I get some yellow florals out of a different sticker book. You can find flip throughs of the books on Jessica's channel. I actually found it hard to find any yellow florals, probably because yellow is my least favourite colour. I'm not sure about this one. It's also on paper, whereas all the others are clear. But the one in the Purple Blooms book had rather a lot of purple on it, so I think we'll make do with this one. You'll probably find that there are corner pieces in the new sticker book, but I cut this in the middle to make a corner piece. And this is another reason that I always keep my little pieces that I cut off when I use a floral, because they come in handy sometimes when you're making this sort of a spread. My favourite colour next. I used these on my social media spread this week. I don't like that, so I'll just cut that little bit off because it's coming into the bloom. Just add it on there, and I'll probably use these even though they're not technically indigo and violet. I know in the rainbow books there's pink included, and these have got a little bit of pink in them. I'll do this one first. I might add a little bit of foliage here, just because there's quite a bit of white space next to the bloom. And the same I think for this side. It's not too hard to cut off individual leaves, and then you can put them in the pieces. So after you've done this, all you really need to do is add the boxes. Maybe draw some lines with the checklist stencil, and your spread will end up looking like this. I'm going to do the next layout in a dot grid journal on the next page. This one I call Cascading Florals, and it's good if you can have something in the corner of your spread. It could be, like I'm using, a vase of flowers from a Live Love Posh sticker book, or you could have a watering can, or I know often they have florals coming out of boots, or even a bicycle with a little flower basket. Anything really that you link with spring or summer. And this one is really good for those of you who aren't so keen on cutting up your florals, because instead what you're going to do is sort out some florals of different colours. You don't have to do the rainbow necessarily, and then have the florals flying across the page. I'm not going to make a rainbow shape as such. I'm imagining a curved shape going up to that corner there. So you can see my blues are moving down. I don't have many green florals, so I'm using some green leaves. And then you want to start working your way back up. You only really need a few of each colour. And ideally you want to end with small florals. Let's take that one off the page. Something like that, which is nice and simple, although you do have to find all the different florals to start with. But if you have the rainbow collection, then it's nice and easy. I had to look through a fair few sticker books to find the florals of all the different colours. And if you're doing this in a journal, you've still left yourself plenty of room to do some writing in either boxes or using mild liners around the page. As you can see, I've chosen boxes to finish off the spread, and it looks really lovely. For the last idea, I'm using dot grid filler paper from Live Love Posh. I've got the word bloom on the page, and I'm going to use my Aristo pens to go over. Now there aren't enough letters for all the colours, and I haven't got a lot of yellow florals, as I said, so I'm going to find a little workaround for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but I thought I could have orange and yellow together. So do the bottom of the L in the orange. And then change to yellow. If I don't like it, I might be able to go over it, probably not, so hopefully I won't mind how it looks. I'm really excited that Jessica's finally brought out some more of these floral sticker books. I wonder how many of you out there remember 4 years ago when they were first released. I think that today's release from Live Love Posh is a real upgrade from the one we had in 2022, as instead of having one book that combined the florals with the functional stickers, in this release we have 7 floral sticker books and 7 accompanying functional sticker books, which have not only boxes, headers and bullet points like I had in the books last time, but these also have habit trackers and date stickers. And I love that there are 6 shades of each colour in this release rather than 3. Not only that, but there's also patterned washi in each rainbow colour, as well as grid and scallop washi sets. I think they're in rainbow, neutral and pastel. As someone who likes to use scrapbook paper in my planner, I was really excited to see the 6x6 rainbow scrapbook pad as well. Hopefully that's something we'll see more of from Jessica in future releases. Well, I think you can probably guess what I'm going to be doing, which is cutting up florals of each colour and putting them inside the letters. Again, this is something that will really pop on your page, but you still have room for function around the outside. I think clear stickers probably work better than paper stickers, but this is great for using up those smaller stickers in your stash. For the curved bits, you will have to either guess roughly where to cut or stick them on, as I'm doing, and then take your X-Acto knife and cut, hopefully in the right place. It's not actually that easy to see. No, I haven't quite got it right. That's why I think clear stickers are a little bit better. That's good enough. You don't have to fill in the whole of the flower. Just a few flowers will do. And with a bit of time and patience, you can end up with a spread that looks like this. As well as using the florals, I decided to add some of the bullet points as confetti, which is another idea you can try. I do hope I've managed to inspire you today with these 3 ideas for planner and journal layouts using florals, whether you're shopping the new Live Love Posh release or simply have a huge amount of floral stickers in your planner stash. My affiliate link to Live Love Posh is in the video description. And remember, you can save with my code Julie10 on any individual items as opposed to box sets or bundles. For the quicker spread, why not try this idea in your planner or journal? And for more ideas of how to use florals in your planner spread, then check out this video on screen, where I share more tips and show examples of after the pen spreads where I've used florals. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Do like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in another video really soon.